The UK is the country that defined the term creative economy. So we have a great set of learnings about how to use culture to drive economic growth. And I think one of the things we want to do is share that with our partners here in India, but also tap into the absolutely unprecedented level of cultural interest and creativity there is here in India. So it's a really exciting partnership. And that's why last year we signed the Programme on Cultural Cooperation. That allows us to work together across that sector. And of course, that's part of the wider Vision 2035, which is about the incredibly ambitious goal that both of our Prime Ministers, Prime Minister Modi and Prime Minister Starmer, have for the partnership between our two countries. Creative convergence for me is about a really practical expression of what it is it's possible to do and how to make the sector really work together. And I think the British Council is absolutely uniquely positioned to bring together those policymakers from government, those people who work in the wider sector, and indeed the practical, hands-on people for whom this is a daily business.
Creative Convergence Growth Reimagined is a 360-degree platform which brings together stakeholders from across the creative ecosystem, whether it's policymakers, business leaders, artists from all different art forms, entrepreneurs from small and medium enterprises. It's a great opportunity for a conversation that will shape the future of UK and India creative connections.
Convergence, continuity, inclusivity, and generation of new ideas is what this platform represents for me. And this partnership between India and UK can lead us to a larger economic benefit, both for the cultural communities as well as for the entrepreneurs who are looking to use technology for making an impact in the space of creative economy.
Creative Convergence, which has seen experts from India and craftspeople, artists, thought leaders, influencers, ministers giving an extraordinary vision of their opportunities, of the brilliant work they're doing, and of the collaborations they have been and are continuing to do with artists and creatives and partners in the United Kingdom. The UK and India have signed a collaboration together, Vision 2035, and two of the most important areas are where the British Council excels. That's education and the arts. This is the way in which we can work together to transform the economic growth of the creative industries, arts and cultural organisations in India and in the United Kingdom.
Creative convergence is rooted in the realities of the creative sector, where artists, cultural organizations and creative enterprises are navigating the change, opportunity and growth. From festivals to performing arts, visual arts, design, craft, creative technology, we support practices that help creativity translate into sustainable careers and enterprises. At a time when creative economy is expanding rapidly, our priority is to ensure growth is inclusive and mutual, reaching young practitioners, regional talent and underrepresented voices.
India is on a path to Viksit Bharat, and creative industries are an integral part of India's new development story. At the UK end, creative industries form one of the 8 industrial strategy pillars. So we can clearly see that we are bringing together the two countries on the creative industries platform through the Creative Convergence program.
Creative Convergence is a really exciting platform because it is bringing very key critical practitioners' voices to the fore and having them interact with policymakers and researchers. And this is the kind of interdisciplinary mix that we need for creative economy to go forward. So the creative economy is kind of underlined by very small players, and we need the data and the insights and the evidence to be able to speak to powers that are going to make big changes at the policy level. Unless we come together, unless we have these numbers and the data available to take this conversation forward, the negotiating power of the individual creative entrepreneur becomes very low. So it is important for us to gather this evidence and make the case for the infrastructure and ecosystem to be built for the creative industry.
The creative economy in the creative sector in India is growing by leaps and bounds. You're seeing data points coming out saying 8% of the workforce now is involved formally or informally in the creative economy. You're talking about a $20 billion or $30 billion market for the creative sector. And what Creative Convergence therefore represents to me is a space for us to come together and go beyond the daily grind of building within this very vibrant and diverse ecosystem and talking about how we are building things, how we are growing our work, how are we building with care. So in a sense, it's a crucial step in the growth of the economy.
In any bilateral relationship, if there is equity, then you work to your strengths and you bring those strengths to the table. When it comes to solving problems that are plaguing society, the only possibilities and hope lie if you collaborate with countries that you're aligned with. Things can really get better. So I think this platform it's not only pertinent, but I think it's almost critical in the new millennium.
To bring about any change, I believe the first thing to do is to talk about it, and Creative Convergence does that beautifully for creative economy. Collaborating gives you a new market opportunity. You can also learn from each other. There's shared resources, shared culture and shared history that gives boost to both sides of creative economy.
What British Council is doing with Creative Convergence, bringing tech, art, culture together in one platform, I think it's really important to open up more conversations, also create more access for makers and for producers and for organizations and collectives to come together to one platform, network and meet other people who are doing similar work. We ourselves are an artist collective working in this space, but it's very tough to meet people say from Kerala, from Bangalore, from Chennai. So having these kind of seminars and conferences is very crucial for the country and for the larger region's arts landscape.
We are creating the opportunity for people to come together, to learn from each other, to create new friendships that will last a lifetime. Under the Vision 2035, India and the UK committed to developing a series of creative economy weeks. The Creative Convergence is the first step in that journey, and we will sustain this conversation over time.